So he got here Alexandre Abreu. He made the top 8 on Treasure Cup in London. He's going to show his deck. So, yeah.
Thanks, Lager. So I went top 8, 7-2 on Swiss. I lost on Swiss against a mirror match due to it was live against a really slow player. If I had one more turn, I would have won. And we started 2 minutes after the 35 because he was still shuffling his deck, so that one kind of stung. Then again, the one I lost against Law, no Nakomamushi is no way to interact with his card, so fair play to him, good game. Then I managed to get 16, so top 16. Then I played against Jan Berkemeyer. He was then I know terrific player. That was an amazing match. I managed to come out on top, and then on the top 8 match, really close game as well against Thibaut, and it really came down to one card in the deck. In the last life, in the last play, I thought I didn't draw a killer, but watching back the video, I guess I did, so really my bad on my part, but it is what it is. So as for the deck, I went with Kid, one of the most consistent decks in the format. Really like Law as well, but ended up feeling better playing with Kid, so I went with...
What did you play against?
I played against 3 or 4 kids. I played against Zoro. Yamato there really came in clutch, banishing for life, so really clutch there.
Nice.
A couple of laws. A couple Kaido. Really tough plays as well. James Riggs on the top 16, really good match, really good player. And no Dofis. I think I didn't play any Luffys as well. So pretty much mainly Kid, Law and Kaidos, which were the main decks I expected to come up against. And then red here or there.
Okay,
no blue though. So as for the deck list, for Bonnie, I think no doubts about that. Really need the Bonnies to get the supernovas, really important there. I went with 4 Momonosuke's. Mainly, the 4th Momonosuke was the card I was most on the fence about. Ended up being the 4th Momo because I felt like against Law and Kid, I really needed to see the Kikus, the Nekomamushis and the Izos, and overall it came out quite well. You can get some really crazy values sometimes if you can chain the Momo into a Momo and leave one of them alive. So value creation overall, tried to be the most consistent I could be in the 9-round Swiss. That would be really clutch, so kind of did, so
yes,
can't complain about that. So the 4 beige for one down blockers, not much to say there. 4 killers, one of the best blockers in the game, so no doubts there as well. 4 Nekomamushis. You really need to interact with the board, try to take control, drive the enemy out of resources, especially against Law and Kid. Try to get the Robins, their Okikus, even their Searchers. Try to clear the board, maintain your board presence, and work from there. For Apus, 2K blocker searchable with Bonnie, can't go wrong with that. For Okikus, I see people play 3 and I get why. The no counter comes back to bite you sometimes. but expecting Kid, Kaido, Law, I think we really want to see her preferably turn 2, so to max out the chances you go, and if you really get them stuck in your hand, you can always use the Kid's ability to discard them. They came out really clutch, so I think for now I'm gonna keep her at 4. 2 Risos, another card I was kind of on the fence about. It can generate some really nice value as well sometimes, but other games you can't really bring him out and get much value from him. So I think 2 is a nice card. Sometimes I consider bumping him up to 3, but 2 so far, and did well so far. For the Isos 4, one of the best cards in green, so no doubt playing 4, resting another card if you need them. Against Dofi, it didn't come up in the Treasure Cup, but it can be really clutch to rest Boas,
The blockers, yes.
rest all of their 4K blockers. Against Red, you can even rest the Brooks, that sometimes for green can be a really big headache, so really one of the best cards. 2 killer. Bit of back and forth, ended up with 2 killers. You kinda wanna see them against the Laws, the mirror match, sometimes against Zoro and Luffy as well. Against Kaido they're counter mostly, but the ability to see them on the triggers, to play them with Law or even with the Kid, to kill Zoros, Robins, Okikus, really comes in clutch sometimes. Then one of the cards I'm frequently asked about, the Chachis, mainly because he's a 3-Dawn 4K blocker. Sometimes you need more blockers to defend the 8-Dawn Kid, and he's a blocker that can actually block Shanks. You really need to respect the Shanks, and also can't be destroyed by Robin. So it suffers a bit from not being either Wano Country or Supernova, but it's really a versatile card. Really like him at 2, so I guess I'll keep him for now. One Yamato, a card that can either disappear from some games, but against Rev, at the worst, she can be basically a jet pistol bait, and if they use a jet pistol on Yamato, it's a less jet pistol they can use on a Kid with Otama or on a Law. So
How was it on the tournament? Did you see many times? Did you?
One game she really was clutch, and there are games, especially against Dofi, I've played her behind the Kid, and you just lock up your game, just protect, play around the Kid, and you just pretty much go leader with Yamato, and there are games that she doesn't get any value, and there are games that she's the reason you win. So I like her at 1. Yes, for some matches you don't really want to play her, but in the worst case scenario she's a 1K counter, so never dead in hand, and sometimes you just manage the right spot to play her and she wins you the game. So at 1 I don't want to, and I don't think the deck needs her to rely on her banish skill, but sometimes she can really come in clutch, and I really like having her at 1. 2 Hawkins, really went back and forth on the number of these as well, really clutch on the mirror match. A couple other matches can be really important as well. Ended up with 2, mainly because I was playing it at 3 before, and playing a mirror match at the locals. I played against a player that only had 1, and he saw his, and on my 3 I didn't see any of them. So okay, he's kind of dead in other matchups, and with no counters, okay, I'll just go with 2. Don't overcommit on the on the mirror match, because even you have more of them, maybe don't even see him either way. So a middle two copies, and I felt good about it. So two Hawkins, you can get him with Bonnie, so you can search him out when you really need it, but he doesn't clog up the hand sometimes. And I remember losing some games at locals because Hawkins was, for some reason, and more than once, my two last lives. So I needed counter, and I would go like, okay, Hawkins, and then okay, Hawkins, and then I lose the game because I didn't have a single K counter to save my leader. So at 2, I feel it's a nice number. 2 low as well. Can provide really good combos. In other matchups, he may not get in as much action, but the versatility, the play the Bonnie or the Momo, bouncing back to play an Okiku, a Chachi, a Killer if you need it. The amount of plays he can generate, really clutch, and then he can also be a pretty sizable blocker as well as a really good attacker. One Dawn, he can swing for 7k, which is a pretty clutch number, and really versatile. I don't think at 3 comes up again the question about the lack of counter, so I really like him at 2. And overall, I try to get as much consistency as I could against the decks I most expected to play, and overall it came about what I expected. 2 7 Dawn Kid really came in clutch for many games. I think this was the card that managed to be able to defeat Jan, the 9-9 player. I can't say anything else. What a really amazing game that was. I really expect him to see top 16 at the Germany Treasure Cup as well. And I just managed to play both of them. Attack, block, just manages you to control the flow of the game. It can be Otama Jet Pistol, sure, but if your opponent Otama Jet Pistols the 7 Dawn Kid, it's one less combo he has available for the 8 Dawn Kid, so also another one that can protect the 8 Dawn Kid, so really clutch as well. And then 3 8 Dawn Kids, it's the core of the deck. Most times you win by locking the game around protecting the 8 Dawn Kid, and then just try to starve them of resources and then start chipping at the life and shifting gears when you really need to just put on the pressure, double attack with your leader, 9k with the 8 Dawn Kid. Really important card. And finally, 2 Paradise Waterfalls, really good combo with the 7 Dawn Kid, no one's there. The ability to withstand Okikus, Hawkins, the trigger is awesome as well against Law, against the Mirror Match, against Red. Really came in clutch many times. Sometimes it's a bit clunky, but sometimes it just shifts the game in your favor, and it's pretty good. No Punk Gibsons, the trigger is awesome, I know it firsthand, but I feel it's a bit clunky with the 8 Dawn. Really didn't see much space for it, and thought it was, I needed a space for other things, as well as the Straw Sword, really clutch in the mirror, but in other matchups not so much, so ended up as we saw with this deck list, really happy overall with it, and we'll try to do better next time.
Congratulations, and I hope you do better next time. Thank you for the profile.
See ya. Cheers.